Okay. We're live. We're recording.
Woo.
Welcome, dude.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning to
It's a beautiful, overcast, slightly chilly Saturday morning.
It's nice.
It is nice. We were we were just enjoying some Outdoor Boys before we hit record, just to get us fired up.
To get you. Oh, there's the one underneath it suggesting the plane crash.
There we go.
Dude, it gets you always in the right mood.
It does. It's just easy watching.
It's awesome. It's also great with a friend. I've seen
Yeah.
a couple videos on YouTube of like people just like in the background. I see on their TV Outdoor Boys, and like it's some completely other thing. I'm like, people really enjoy this as a show to watch with friends.
It is literally a TV show.
Yeah,
Like,
it's incredible.
It's he put so much effort in it, and you put me on, and I thought I would not enjoy this. I've heard of it. Obviously, he's so famous.
Right.
It's hard to go without knowing about Outdoor Boys. But I just was like, never thought I'd be interested in it. And then one day, we were trying to look for something to watch together, and you were like, I knew you loved Outdoor Boys,
Yeah.
and I think you suggested it, and I'm like, fuck it, why not? I thought we'd have fun, like, poking fun at it, but we were locked. I was
invested.
Dude, I was like, oh my God, is Luke okay?
Yeah, he might have one of the most marketable products there. I don't know who. It's so clean. It's so family fun. But you could be like in a bike gang and still be like, I gotta see what happened. Like it is so interesting to watch.
Dude, like I said, I am so excited to show my dad this next time I'm in Florida. And you know what? Hey, Dad, I know you're listening. Do not watch this without me. Don't even look up Outdoor Boys.
You're gonna love it.
You might already know about it, actually.
I assure you, if I met your father one time, he will like this.
Yes.
I saw the outfit. I've seen what he's about.
Yeah, his life is good.
Well, he's an outdoor boy himself.
He's a bit of an outdoor boy.
Yeah.
He definitely is. He's, mostly his adventures are not as intense. I mean, he's going to the beach and sitting under a $900 beach chair.
Dude, a canopy.
Dude. But
front row seats.
Front row. Beautiful blue water.
I'm going to meet him next year. Well, I'm going to meet him in his territory.
Yeah, you will. You're going to see him in his natural element.
Yeah. Big
and how
Florida
he thrives.
What was it? How was last night, dude? How was Highline?
Oh my God. Yeah, it was tough, dude. It was like, the first show I ended up having to go bullet.
Okay.
Which for listeners is you're like first comedian after the host, which is like notoriously a tougher spot. And it was like, okay, I did better than the host, who was like really like, they just did not fuck with her.
Yeah.
And then
how many people were there?
Like 35.
Oh wow, that's pretty solid. I mean, that room holds like probably about 50.
Yeah.
Should we describe what Highline is for the listeners?
Yeah, Highline is a weekend only comedy club, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
A weekend only comedy club run by a couple of buddies of ours, in the meatpacking district of New York,
Which is kind of a trendy. A lot of like Lululemons. There's like a Rolex store, and there's like that.
It's sort of wealthy mid-30s type of area, and it's in a putt-putt golf establishment / restaurant. But it's like this. It does feel like its own separate thing when you go in there, and it's got kind of bizarre decorations in that room. Like there's a bunch of chandeliers that look like the thing. The thing that they like, the incense burner in Greek Orthodox churches.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're saying.
It looks like those, and they're hanging from, and it's high ceilings, which is not good for comedy. I'm gonna make a bunch of excuses because neither of my sets went well last night.
Also, I've heard across from, almost everyone goes, that's a hard room.
Yes.
It has a reputation of being a very hard room.
Yes.
And it is.
And it is
because
hard.
it is.
I mean, I remember Eric Walsh famously saying, he's like, I've never gotten off stage there and wished I had more time.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's kind of, it was like, the first show was like, I was getting laughs, but it was just like, it was tepid, like,
Also, I've never been on a place more where everyone's on a date, and it's like an early date.
Yes.
It's like a second, third date, because basically the way the tickets are sold is it's a pairing of like putt-putt and comedy.
Yes.
Which is like a very good early date, and that's who what 80% of the crowd is.
Yeah, exactly.
And so they don't want to laugh at anything too crazy. Also, they're eating a lot of the time.
Oh
which
yeah.
It's tough to laugh if you're halfway down a burger.
That's the thing. That's what sucks about going bullet there too. Is like exactly there was a girl like in the front row, like directly to my right. I kept looking at her, and she did not look up from her burger the entire time.
Which, yeah, you're competing with a medium rare,
A delicious.
Yeah,
It looks great.
Yeah.
And so it was just like the first show was just whatever, and then, but I went bullet, and then, Alex Dragovich went like third, I think, or maybe fourth, and he kind of was like broke them open a little bit.
Sure.
And then a couple more comics, and then Sean Donnelly like literally crushed.
Really?
Like I didn't know it was possible with that crowd.
Sure.
He like had them howling, and it was
That's so impressive.
it was really impressive, and also made me feel bad about myself.
Oh, dude, that's it gets it checks both those boxes. When you go, I didn't know someone could do that, and you go, I did not do that.
Dude, I also feel like maybe this is a bit of a cope. I feel like because part of what I was helping run the shows as well.
Sure.
So I was seating people and doing all this stuff, and so part of me was like felt like that hurt my credit with them a little bit.
Definitely.
And then I also felt like, and like I'm not trying to take away from Sean or whatever, but he's like the only one they're bringing up, like he's been on the Tonight Show, he's done Stephen Colbert, all this stuff. So I feel like that made people go, oh, now here's a real guy.
Yes.
And then I feel like that because like they were, they were laughing at stuff he was saying before he even got into the jokes. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, also, they've now been watching stand up for an hour already, so they kind of get it. They're done with their food.
Yes.
No, you have a way hard, and also, Sean Donnelly's been doing it 20 years. He's been on the Tonight Show. He is like he's very good at this.
Yes.
And
I mean, like he's not gonna hear. He wasn't doing new.
Oh yeah.
Maybe there was a couple new, but there was some jokes from his don't tells.
I relate to that incredibly. Always play the hits.
Yeah.
That's why they're the hits.
And so.
Were you doing new up there?
I did.
That's good.
I did the magic bit. I did It Gets Better. I did the Lesbos bit.
Ooh.
So on the first,
but that must have made you feel great, because then it feels like, oh, I did some work.
Yeah, and there was like, and then I did hear where the laughs were and all those.
Because there's nothing worse than playing the hits and then not getting not doing well. Then that's such a bad 0 for 2.
Well, wait till you hear about the 9 p.m., my friends. 9 p.m. I was supposed to go third.
Sure.
I ended up having to go second because people are late or whatever. But I'm like, okay, here, I bet I'll do better. It's a little later, it's maybe the crowd's more. And then they were also, how when you can hear like everyone talking before the show and you're like, they're in good spirits.
More energy.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's what it's going to be. And I go up and, well, okay, you know what? There's more to the story that I'll tell you off the pod, but I go up and I, open with like 3 pretty strong jokes, and they all get like they're a little more with me actually than the first show. Sure. They're a little more like, they're not really laughing really hard, but they're like, I could see I'm building to something, and they're gaining a little trust in me. And then I go into the magic joke, which we've talked about this before. This is my longest joke. It's 4 minutes long.
But it also makes you feel happy. You're like, this is the first joke that makes me feel like, it feels like your voice kind of, or
Yeah, it feels like me, and it's like good pacing and whatever. But we also talked about how it's so that it's
a swing.
It's a swing, and if it's not going well, this was the first time I experienced that, where they were kind of with me in the beginning on it, and then I just completely lost them, where I bailed out of it early, but in a place where it didn't they couldn't tell I bailed out of it, I think, but I was like, okay, and so then I didn't even try Lesbos or fucking the It Gets Better jokes. Then I just went into the hits.
Sure.
And those were zeroing. Like, I lost them after that. Like, they didn't even come with, like, I did, I remember. So I did Ant's Apartment.
Yeah.
That's like my like that final punch of Ant's Apartment. Like that's like guarantee for me.
Right.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Where
That's
I was
none
like,
of this is ever a guarantee.
so that's where I was like, okay, well, fuck.
yeah, that's all you can. Because that's what I mean. At least when you're trying the new and it doesn't work, you're like, all right, well, I'm working on. When you play the hits and they zero, you're up there going, ah, damn.
Yeah. And then I was planning on leaving right after my set, but I'm like, I have to see if people start doing better than me after me.
Right.
And it did happen. It was
who followed?
Gary Veter was
Yeah.
No, not Gary Veter. Jaddy.
I don't know.
Whatever is this dude. I actually stepped out for his set, but like I didn't. It sounded like it was going about how I was when I stepped out,
Sure.
but then I caught him walking out when I was about to go back in, and I was like, "How was it?" And he was like, "Oh, fantastic." And so I don't know if like
what his fantastic means, or if he was being polite, or if it was
or whatever. And so then I go up, and Gary Veter's on, and Gary Veter, it's like. Every joke is getting a laugh. It's not getting major pops,
Right.
but every joke is getting a laugh. And it was all new. I know Gary Veter's way better than me or whatever, but I'm like, fuck, man. Like, Gary Veter's new is that much better than my best shit.
Yeah.
Fuck.
That's very funny.
Yeah, it's just
God.
whatever. And so, that made me feel like shit. And then Nick Viagas. And then, again, I don't know what it is. Nick Viagas also was like, he gets on stage, and he was getting laughs on his little comments before he gets into his fucking jokes. I'm like, what is it about certain people that they're just like so awesome immediately to everybody?
But it's not to everybody. It's just that you will have rooms like that with you as well.
Yes.
Like there's just
I do genuinely think because, like you said, like we were talking about, Meatpacking District, it's more hoity-toity, sort of fucking date night people. I do genuinely think me seating everybody made them go like,
oh yeah,
we're not taking this guy seriously,
or certainly less seriously.
Yeah.
I mean, I did a Valentine's Day show there, and obviously I know it's Valentine's Day, but without hyperbole, it was sold out. Every single person was on a date.
Yeah.
Like and most of the times that I'm there, yeah, it's like 80-90% first, second, third date.
Yeah.
And that, I'm not sure if that screams Nick Viagas, but it doesn't scream me, I don't think. And yeah, you are like, when you see people, immediately it's harder to take you seriously.
Yeah.
Because you're going, oh, you're the help.
Yes, exactly. There's a reason you're on this show, and it's not because you're funny.
Exactly. You can tell people to sit in the front row.
Yeah. And so, whatever. So that, I didn't feel great walking home from that. And then, I mean, but you were over in Connecticut, my boy.
I was.
Opening for Annie Letterman.
Yeah,
how was that, dude?
It was cool. It was cool, man. It was my first ever weekend. Which, if you don't know what that is, basically it's like a headliner. If they have a weekend, it's either, I don't know, it's like Thursday through Sunday. This one is Friday through Saturday, and they have his X amount of shows. Annie has 2 shows Friday, 2 shows Saturday, and if you're doing the weekend, basically you're the opener for all the shows that the headliner has. Yeah. So this was my first time being asked to do that at New York Comedy Club Stamford. And it was cool, man. I mean, the shows had about like 60 people each show. Yeah. Which was fun. But, I mean, we talk about it so much, how often you're just treated like dog in this business. And it's crazy when you're not. Yeah. Like they're like, what can we get you for dinner? And they give you all the like menus of the restaurants around. And they're like, they're just everyone. Not that they're mean other times, but you're just treated like very, very nice. Yeah. And, what can we do for you? What can we do? I don't know, and here's the time. The show starts right on time, and but I did 20 minutes on each show. The first show, they were good. They weren't nearly as. The second show, they were more rowdy. They were more fun. The only tough part, really, is it's just the room fits 250.
Yeah.
And with 60 people in it, it feels empty.
Yeah.
And 60 people is a lot of people.
Yes.
Like 60 people, I mean, that would be great for Goon. That'd be great in a lot of places.
Yeah.
But if the room's 250, it just feels like nobody's there. And so, like, they're making drinks in the back, and, like, the servers are coming around. And there's just so much noise because it's such a – it's the space is accounting for 250 people.
Yeah.
So it felt intimate, but I did well. It was fun doing 20 minutes. I probably did 15 of the same on each show and then 5 different on the other ones. And Annie was really cool. It was my first time meeting her. Told her it was my first weekend. She was like, "It's really sick," and we were chat. Her father passed away like 2 weeks ago or something around there, and she was bringing his ashes on stage.
Oh wow!
And shaking him like a maraca.
Okay.
That was something, and we were chatting about if you know my story.
For sure. Were you showing her the ropes?
Yeah. So I was like, this is how it's gonna be.
Yeah.
So we were chatting about that. Dude, this was kind of fun. There was and I did well. Like, it was fun. I didn't know. Also, she gets off stage and she's like, "Hey, I'll be in the back selling posters or whatever. Come meet me. Let's take pictures or whatever." And I didn't know how to handle myself in that situation. I was like, do I hang out near her? Do I just go back into the green room? Do I just kind of like? I was like, I don't know.
What'd you end up doing?
I hung out a little by the bar and mostly went to the green room because I just was like, I don't know if I'm stealing her thunder or like meet with her friend, like or like just you and your fans, or like no, I was like, I don't know how to play this at all.
It's a good thing you weren't out there because she probably would have lost a lot of fans to you.
Yeah,
that
I
night.
know. I'm down. Quit taking my thunder.
Yeah, I need a new feature.
Yeah.
He's stealing all of my thunder.
But I just didn't know. And also, it's just like
Lightning thief.
nice. That was great. That was really good. Anyway, so that was honestly the weirdest part. Is I did not know where to go when the thing ended.
Yeah.
I didn't know, and it just part of me felt weird, like shaking hands and like I don't know. I have no idea how to do that. But there was this one guy who came up to me. He left during the middle, and I was outside smoking after the second show, and he came up to me, and he was very complimentary. He was like, "You got me inspired. I want to do comedy, all that." And I was like, "Thanks, man. And he said, "Plus, all that stuff you did was off the dome," and I was like, I didn't know. I was like, some of it a little. Like 2 sentences maybe.
Yeah.
And the funny thing I was thinking, I was like, nah, some of it was bits. I was like, I'll tell you this, dude. If all of that was off the dome, I'm probably one of the most talented people in the world.
Yeah.
I was like, if I thought in setup and I mean, I would have if that was stream of consciousness, that would be one of the most impressive things I think anyone's ever done.
Yes.
I was like, that would be insane.
Yeah.
I mean, I would be the best comic of all time.
People really don't understand comedy.
No, I was like, I guess that I'm definitely doing a good job if it comes across.
Yeah, you're not reading lines or whatever.
Yeah, like those aren't coming like bits like that. But that was making me laugh. And he was like, all of that was off the dome. I was like, I mean, that would.
You're like, yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Don't check my Instagram.
Don't check. That'd be such an incredible feat if that was off the dome.
For sure.
That was making me laugh.
Yeah, that's great.
And I was right. I took the train up there, and then the host, Sally Ann, she drove up there, and she was like, "You want to ride back?" And it's picking me up today and give me a ride tomorrow.
That's awesome.
That's pretty huge.
Yeah, you were right to just buy the one train ticket.
Just believe in the community.
Yep.
And
the power of the community.
Yeah, dude. And no, it was cool. It was a cool. I think it was the first time I've ever done 20 minutes like twice, like back to back.
Yeah, you 40 minutes of comedy in one night.
Yeah, 80 this weekend. I was like, I bet this is the most I've ever done stand up time wise in a weekend. I would think 80 minutes. I don't know if I've ever. Maybe I've done way more shows to get it, but maybe I've had like.
It's almost a feature length movie.
It is. It almost is. Yeah, it's before the credits. That's a film.
Yep.
If you take out the credits.
Yes.
And the part where they're like Universal.
Yeah.
That's a movie.
Yeah, dude.
So it was fun. It was cool. I got steak fajitas. I had that right before I went on stage for the second show. Mistake.
Yeah.
I was like fighting burps and all. I said it on stage. I was like, you guys should know I had steak fajitas like 5 minutes ago, and it is. I should have been patient.
Yeah.
I should have been patient.
Yep.
Yeah, man. It was exciting, and it was really cool.
What did she eat?
Dude, she got dumplings.
Nice.
She got dumplings.
Nice.
And the Sally Ann got like a Caesar salad. How do you feel about when it's no, it wasn't a Caesar salad, but it was some type of salad, but it was really just 2 heads of lettuce. You ever get those salads where they don't cut the lettuce?
She must have got the wedge.
Yeah, but it was like massive wedges. But how do you feel about that?
It's like, you know,
I'm a bit like, what are we doing here?
Yeah, certainly to go is a crazy move.
Yeah.
Like in the restaurant, it's whatever. Like it's kind of I don't love it.
No.
I don't love it, but it's really about presentation.
Yes.
And I don't care for it.
Yeah. Open the package. And she was on the same. She was like, I did not. This isn't what I saw happening.
That's how fucking Kellogg's does their Caesar. I've gotten that before, and it was just a cut in half wedge of lettuce or whatever, head of lettuce. And I was like, okay.
Okay, Kellogg's.
Whatever.
Well, also it's funny because like, so they give us this menu for like there's like the Chinese place and the Mexican. You don't get the dumplings from the from the Mexican.
Yeah,
but
Mexican dumplings probably would be good though.
You gotta. It's interesting because they tell you like, get what what do you want, and there's like I saw that like the Mexican there was like surf and turf that was like $70 like, and then there's also like $6 tacos, and you're trying to it's not on your dime. But you also don't want people going around. Yeah, you got this $80 surf and turf.
Yeah, not as the feature. That's for sure.
No, exactly. So you want to figure out like what's the nicest I can get that will get no one to think about it.
Yeah,
and I landed on steak fajitas.
Yeah, it's probably about what, close to 30.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, nice.
It was like 20. Yeah, when you get into the tip and all that business, which I hope they did.
Yeah.
And the nice thing also is both Wes and Chief were there.
I was going to say, I bet Chief is going to be there because I talked to him about how he does the Connecticut shows a lot.
Yeah. And it was fun for them to see me because they walked by and they were like, oh, shit. I was like, what's up, fellas?
That's awesome.
That made me feel very at home. And I was doing well. And also, I'll tell you this, Chief seemed so much less, I don't know if stress is the right word for what he is at East, but way chiller. It is a way easier
environment. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if you're going to see a headliner, you kind of know what's up.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that have never been to a comedy show that show up to fucking, they're just out drinking. They're like, oh my God, let's do this.
Yeah, they come in less hammered. And there's also way more space.
Yeah.
So New York is like this, it's just a bottleneck of like that that bar area probably holds, 20 people in East Village, and the showroom has 150 in it, and so when everyone's coming in and out, and you got to check tickets, and then also there's 80, 90 people lined up for the next one, and it's packed. And if your job is to make sure to keep people out and make sure only the people that have paid can leave, and then people are drunk and talking, and then they want to meet Ronnie Chang, it's just whereas Stanford, it's like there's 60 people, this room holds 300.
Yeah.
Nobody's that hammered. Everybody drove.
Yeah.
It was anyway, but I got 2 more tonight, which should be fun. The new line for Max Fine worked pretty well.
That's
I
good.
didn't hold for laugh as much though. I said, I mean, I don't gotta go too into the deets of it, but that was a nice feeling. Yeah, it was fun, dude. It felt like work. The green room at Stanford's like a proper green. It's just nice. It just feels nice. You're like this isn't. They get paid decent. They get dinner. You got to do real time.
Yeah.
The audience is happy.
Yeah.
All the things. It so rarely does all of those things happen.
Yeah. Yeah.
like to the point where like we should talk about this on a microphone.
Yeah.
It happens so rarely.
No, that's awesome.
So it was cool. And he was very cool. And yeah, but you also you and I have done a superb for the listeners at home. David and I we talk a lot off pod, and it takes a lot for us to hold back our stories by the time we record, but we've done a very conscious effort we've had some comedy moments, and we were like, we won't talk about them until right now.
Dude,
so I haven't heard this.
Because I'll tell you what, this story that I'm about to tell you goes beyond a comedy moment.
Wow.
This is a life moment.
I thought you were going to say beyond the grave.
This stays with us. We take this to the grave.
Yeah.
Okay. So as background, on Thursday, I did a talent show, okay? And this is going to sound like everyone's like, David, you're pathetic. You're signing up for a talent show. I thought you were taking this seriously. I didn't sign up. I was discovered. I went
work, yeah?
Yeah, I was working at Trader Joe's, and this lady comes up to me, and she's like, hey, I see you on my feed all the time. And I'm like, oh, that's awesome. Like, yeah. She's like, you're really funny. And I'm like, oh, thank you. And she goes, do you want to, I like run this talent show. Do you want to do the talent show? And I was like, I don't think a talent show is really my thing.
Yeah.
Like, this is, out of curiosity, though, how many people are you going to be at the talent show? She's like, we're expecting like over 300. And I was like, yeah, I'll do the talent show. You kidding me? I'll show off my talent.
Yeah. It's a show.
Yeah. And so it's at the Brooklyn Bowl, which is like this massive like music venue right near our house. And I was like, yeah, whatever. And so leading up to like, and I'm learning about her. Like, she runs like her full-time job is she runs journaling classes. Just teaches people to journal. I don't know.
Like, not journalism.
No, journaling.
Oh, okay. Like, talking. Okay.
Like,
Dear Diary. Nice.
Jinx. You owe me a canned Gatorade. But so anyway, I'm trying to think of how much. Anyway, so I
say it
get
all.
to the
Say it all, dude.
Well, I don't know if we need all of it.
Okay.
But basically, I'm getting emails, and I'm starting to see she's like a little foo-foo, like with it, like where she's like being like
she a little foo-foo with it.
She a little foo-foo with it. She's like, you guys are all dream weavers, creative spirits. I'm so proud of you.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm sure you're all nervous as hell. Nerves means you're like, she's sending emails like that. And then she's like, a couple days before, she's like, the show starts at 8. She's like, okay, everybody, I'm going to need everyone to get here at 4. We got sound check at 4. Then there's the group hug. Then we're
going to have to journal.
Yeah. Then we're doing meditation and then whatever. And I'm like, I texted her. I'm like, I'm going to get there at 8 o'clock. I hope you know that. I don't need to do sound check. I need a working microphone. And
speakers.
I'm not going to be chilling for 4 hours with like because I'm also looking at the lineup. I'm the only comedian on the lineup. It's like clown.
Improv.
Yo-yo.
Yo-yo. Breathing, yeah.
Breathing. Sound bath.
Get wet with my sound.
Yes. And so anyway, I get there, but I do get there actually a little earlier than 8 because there's going to be food provided.
Grabbing some grub. That's
Grabbing
where we parted ways.
Yes. The food was gone by the time I got there.
No.
The food was gone. It smelled great.
No.
I think I had one wing. There was one wing left for me.
Drum?
Yeah, drum.
Nice.
And so but I'm like, so this venue, the Brooklyn Bowl, it's like on one side of it there's a bowling, there's bowling, and then there's like this big area for music. And okay, whatever. We're gonna the show starts. Usually at the shows there, the bowling is done. Bowling's still going on. Bowling is still happening during the show. And, 300 people, I'm like, this sounds like a lot. But similar to your problem, this place fits like 800 plus.
Oh, no.
So it felt
empty.
Oh. And not only that, but everyone's standing. There's no seats.
Oh, really? Oh.
It's all standing. But then this is where
people are getting spares in the back.
But I'm certain, like, okay, there's like a cult vibe energy to this lady.
Okay.
And I didn't know this until I saw her in her element. Before the show, I'm sitting down on like the couch like in the area, and there's I'm sitting next to this lady, and I'm like, "Hey, like, are you in the talent show?" And she's like, "Yeah." And I'm like, "What do you do?" She's like, "Poetry." And I'm like, "Oh, that's awesome." And she goes, "I haven't seen you in the classes." And I'm like, "Classes?" She goes, "Yeah, in Emily's journaling classes. I haven't seen you there." And I'm like, "Oh, no, I've never done it." She's like, "What?" And she's like, "Emily's amazing." And I'm like, "Oh, yeah, she seems really nice. I don't really know her that well." She's like, "She's the best. You need to do the classes. We, like, go there, and we read our entries, and we cry, and we blah, 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 and whatever." And I'm like, "Okay." She's like, "It's so spiritually, like, enlightening." And I'm like, "Okay, cool." And I'm like, "That's a little weird."
That's terrifying. That's terrifying.
Then the show starts. And everybody's
hitting on her?
No.
You're like,
no.
This chick's terrified, but I like what she's about.
But I thought, okay, there's like 300 people there. This is what I mean by the cult. The show starts, spotlight into the crowd. She's in the middle of the crowd, and everyone starts, "Oh!" Like starts freaking out. They're like, "Ah!" And she's high-fiving people and touching them, and people are like literally going like, "Oh my god, Emily, Emily!" And freaking out. And she's like, "Hey!" Fucking music's playing and shit. And they all have these like party clappers, like where you shake them and they clap. And they're freaking out. And she goes, "Let's fucking go!" Like, yeah, whatever. Then she makes it on stage. People are losing their mind. They're like, "Oh, Emily!" Like 300 people. And then that's when I started going like, "Yo, who is this lady? Like, what?" And then she's like up there and she's like cursing like Gary V. Oh yeah, you know who Gary? You had a meeting with his people.
Yeah.
But she's
I'm
like
still in Gary Veter mode. I was like, she was cursing like Gary Veter.
No. So she's like, "You guys are fucking awesome. You guys are fucking amazing."
Yeah.
And everyone's like, "Yeah," losing their minds. She goes, "AI could never replace this." I'm like, I have no idea what that means.
Think they'll never take our talent shows.
I have no idea what that means, but they're like, "Yeah." Then she leads a group, like, she's like, "Everybody breathe in," and everyone suddenly goes quiet and is like, "Breathe out," and then you just hear like a strike in the background. People are like, "Oh," and she's like, "Breathe in, breathe out," and everyone's like, "Oh," and then she goes, "Okay, everybody, tonight's all about community. Say hello to your neighbor." And everyone's like, hi, shaking each other's hands. "Hi, how are you?" They're all doing everything she says.
Where are you at this? Are you in the
I'm
middle?
side stage. I'm not in the crowd. I'm like,
you're just watching this.
I'm watching.
You
this
don't have
from
a
side
neighbor
stage.
to say hi to.
No, and I would not.
No, I know. That's why it's hilarious. I was like, if you were in the.
Then she goes, "Okay, and everybody, let's shout out our people in red. Everybody, our people in red." And then I start noticing there's people in red scarves, and she's like, "They're here." They're here. They came alone tonight, guys, and they're here to meet people. So let's all get. And they're like, people are finding the people in red and be like, "Hi, nice to meet you. Hi, whatever." Like, it's like bizarre.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Everyone also has party kazoos, so it's like going on.
Party kazoos.
And then at one point, I forget. She's like, "We're trying to find our inner child tonight, guys. Let's bring out our inner child." Everyone in the audience has bubbles all of a sudden, and they're blowing bubbles into the air, and like music is playing. It's like, "Let's get it started," and let's get it. And fucking I'll be honest, with the like strobe lights and shit, the bubbles looked kind of cool.
Yeah.
with that many 300 people blowing bubbles at once. It was, but it was like I was like, what? And just people are like, fucking, shh, yeah, fucking. Then. Then okay,
That's truly a middle school talent show.
Then she goes, guys, it's time to remember what we're all about.
Jesus
okay?
Christ. Jesus Christ.
Let's. She goes, pulls out this piece of paper, and she's like, I am a fucking warrior. Nothing matters and everything matters. Don't like she's saying this. Everyone in the audience is saying it with her in unison, not after her.
Like a
in
prayer.
unison, like a 12-step fucking.
Right.
Like yes, they know it by heart, and it's long.
Yeah,
and 300 plus people are saying it, and I'm looking over, and the poetry girl's like, I am a warrior.
Wait, it starts. I am a warrior.
I am a fucking warrior.
Oh, that's not hyper. I am a fucking.
Yeah.
Wow.
Nothing matters and everything matters.
Dude, liberals have gotten into swearing like that.
Bro, I know. She goes, this is, and it ends with, this is life. Let's fucking rip it.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, whoosh! Then she, and seriously, it's funny because Nico hit me up to go do off nights.
Yeah.
And I was like, I think I'll be done by 9.
Right.
With my, and then I can run over. I did not account for her fucking intro. It says just Emily intro, and then like people. I did not account for her intro to be like 20 minutes.
Right.
I had to be like, I can't make it.
Right. I'm following a sermon,
dude. She then goes, okay, guys, like, this is a talent show. Everyone here is really nervous. Everyone here is like, performing in front of this. They're doing their thing. I'm going to teach you how to be a good audience member. I want you to be loud. I want you blowing your kazoos. I want you clapping. I want you to fucking, give them affirmation. All horrible advice for comedy. I am the only comedian, but it is like, she's literally being like, blow your kazoo. Blow your kazoo. That's how you be a good audience member.
Oh
and blow your bubbles, do all your fucking horse shit. And I'm sitting there being like, oh my, what am I getting myself into?
Not what am I getting myself into? What am I into? What am I here? Because you're here, brother.
And then she goes, and what kind of host would I be if I'm giving you all these instructions without letting you guys get some practice? So you know what? Why don't you practice being a good audience member? Hit it! Rap music starts playing, and she starts twerking.
No.
She starts literally, she's on stage like, yeah. And people are like, whoa, going crazy. And fucking like, there's like, people are literally like trying to touch her. Like, it's insane. And then she does that for like straight up the whole song. Like, it's like 4 minutes of just twerking and fucking being an idiot.
But they're being great audience members.
By her standards, yes.
Oh my God.
Then the show's going on, and like, so some of these people are really talented. Like, there's one guy that played the saxophone. He did the fucking song from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory on the saxophone. It was really nice. Then there was one guy that he sang a beautiful song. I forget what his name is. But then there's some people, like, there was like a spoken word poet, and this guy was the worst person ever. He's like, me and my family, we up in the canopy. I said, can I be what I mean? Yo, Brooklyn, how we doing tonight? Bubbles. He goes, yo, this dude, we're all supposed to get 5 minutes. This guy does like damn near 15. And like fucking no one's worried about it. Okay.
Let him roll.
I think at that point is when I texted Nico. Then it's like, I took a video of this. I'll show it to you. His performance, because I was like, oh my God. Now, the bowling up until that point wasn't that apparent until the sound bath. because the sound bath is like quiet. It's like she's like,
What? Yeah, I have no idea what that is.
it kind of is like looks like one of the like a really big, you know, those like Tibetan singing bowls.
Sure.
It's kind of like that. She hits it and then she like puts the stick around. And it's like whoa, and then bowling, and people being like fuck yeah, because they're like just into their bowling game.
Yeah.
And it's just whoa, and some guys got wind chimes.
There's just kazoo going off.
Fucking strike, whatever,
No, spare.
dude. And then you crossed the line, bitch. And that's when I'm realizing like this is gonna be brutal when I'm doing stand up, hearing bowling in the background. Okay, then it comes to be one performance before me, and the performance before me was a burlesque clown performance by these two ladies in like fucking
Thank God.
tight corsets with their boobs popping out, and their whole act as the burlesque clowns is them going back and forth pantsing each other to the song Pump It Louder, Pump It Louder, turn up the radio, and it's literally just them like hey, and then pulling their pants up and then pantsing, and she's like hey, and like they keep doing that and chasing each other. Not one element of like change in it, just back and forth, them chasing each other and pantsing each other, and everyone's like hey. And
you're just on the wings, being like,
I'm about to
what five should I do?
I'm about to follow this, yeah.
And just so how much Black Eyed Peas do you think was played up before you got on stage?
Oh my God, dude.
Pump it louder.
Like, that's what's so funny about it. I was like, I should have been filming that. It was crazy, but I was in disbelief. Like, this is who I'm following. And then fucking they go way over time.
You got to.
Yeah, I mean, you can't cut
play the song from the top again,
dude. You can't cut that short. Something like that. If they're killing, keep going.
Right. Is the crowd? What's the crowd's reaction? Are they going wild? Or the kazoos just blasting?
Yeah, they're into it. Fucking and so then
such a stupid night,
bro.
No one has that. No one lives. That's such a stupid night.
I've never had, like, I never thought 300 plus people could feel like a goddamn open mic, a terrible ass open mic.
Yeah.
Then fucking Emily goes up and she brings me on and she's like, all right, guys, up next we got David.
Oh, no last name.
No last name. No, he's about to do stand up.
No, wow. There's like he's about to go up to the Black Eyed Peas and just start. You drop your pants.
Dude.
Meet me halfway.
I honestly should have just been like, can I get that song back on?
Yeah. Just start stripping.
And so I'm like, I'm a stand-up comedian. I should say that,
Right.
because otherwise, like, I did a variation of Nate Bargatze's mean speech. I said, otherwise, this is gonna seem like I'm giving a really weird speech,
Right.
and just it's like, you know,
No kazoos going off.
no, and then fucking nothing, and then you hear bowling. I was like, that sounded like a strike. Just fucking that got a little bit of a laugh, and then I think my microphone was too quiet, like, because halfway through my set, it gets way louder out of nowhere, and I'm like, oh shit, okay. All right, and then whatever, I just do 5, and it just goes like, okay.
Did you get any kazoos? Was there ever a joke where people were like,
No, but they were way too supportive. Where like, you know, I'm doing my Times Square joke, and so I'm being like, every time I do it, the Times Square joke, it's very simple. I go, I was in Times Square today, and usually the audience goes like, ugh, because everyone in New York hates Times Square. I'm like, I was in Times Square today. People go, ugh, and I'm like, yeah, I know, I hate Times Square. I try not to go there. It's just that's my closest M&M store. So I'm like, I was in Times Square today. Woo! People are like, I love it. And I'm like, of course these people would think Times Square is awesome.
Yeah. I can see Coca-Cola advertisements.
Yeah. And it just was like, it was just, it was not bad. I didn't bomb by any means. Like, every joke got a laugh. But it also felt like that type of laugh where they're not even, like, really listening to me. They just can hear that that's where they're supposed to laugh. You know what I mean?
And they're a great audience.
Yeah.
They've been trained.
Yes.
So they're going to fulfill their duties.
Yeah. And also, the thing I found, too, because this stage is huge.
Right.
And in my head beforehand, I'm such, like, a just stand there and tell jokes type of comic.
Sure.
But I know they say when you're on a big stage like that, you're supposed to, like, move around. I also realize that doesn't really apply for a 5-minute set, but I was trying to do that, but I like don't know how to do that. I literally was like walking so awkwardly, and I'm not telling the type of jokes where I'm like, so you know what I mean? Like
right.
I'm just like, it was weird. And then I was thinking about, I think Brian Regan or somebody said what you're supposed to do when you're doing that is you walk on the setup and stop on the punchline.
Okay.
And so I was trying to do that, but I was way too in my head. It just was a mediocre all around, and of the actual performance. You hear bowling the whole time, and then I get off stage and I leave
immediately.
Pretty much, yeah. Because I told them beforehand I have another set because I thought I was gonna get to do Nico's thing,
right?
And then
that didn't happen.
It didn't happen, but I still just left.
What time did you get up? Like, the show started, what time would you say? How long were you there for?
I think I got up like at 10 p.m.
Oh, so 2 hours?
Yeah, and I was 9th.
Good Lord.
That's how, and everyone's supposed to do 5, but this fucking lady is taking the night was about her. It's not about the talent show. Right. The night was about her. And it was just the worst setting for comedy ever.
Yeah, wow.
And
did they light you? Or
no.
You just knew that was 5?
Well, it's funny because it's like clearly like there was like a stage manager named
wearing
Meredith.
red.
Huh?
Wearing red.
No, she was wearing green with flowers on it. And I only know that because they reiterated that in the email like 50 times. Meredith will be wearing green with flowers on it.
Really?
Yes. And so
couldn't do a name tag.
She was like
imagine she spilled coffee on herself on the way there.
Bro,
where's Meredith?
She was telling me, she's like, I got a so when I get there, she's like, okay, so you're doing 5? And I'm like, yeah. And she's like, all right, I'm going to hold up this smiley face when you have 1 minute left. And then I'm going to hold up this heart when you've done 5.
This all has the energy of like a child's dentist office. Your heart when you.
I was like, okay, I had
this axe when you've ran over.
Dude, I had no idea where she was. I just did my time. I did like 5:40 or whatever. But
nice. I think you deserved that last 40.
Everyone was running the light. People were running it by 3 times. So
that's quite the. Wow. And you didn't get paid, did you?
Nope.
You got
didn't get paid. I got 1 chicken wing. They gave me a chicken wing.
That's what I was saying about like doing these shows for Andy, like where they're like, "What do you want for dinner? Here's your pay." Like that. Your story is far more common than mine.
Yeah,
and yours is insane. Like just how weirdly we're treated in situations that just are not for this at all.
Dude, it was bizarre.
That's bizarre. Wait, but you said there was a personal element? Like, is there anything else to the story? I was expecting you were like, there was someone there you had known before.
No, I just meant like this would, even if it wasn't comedy related, this would be a story.
Understood.
Because of how weird and
Sure.
Like, if I just was somehow at the bowling alley not performing,
right,
and this was going on, I would tell you about it because it's so weird.
Okay. Yeah. We got to go bowling. We've talked about that.
Dude.
Maybe that could happen tomorrow on Lazy Sunday. Yeah. We have a Lazy Sunday tomorrow that I'm very excited about.
It's true.
No shows. I've been taking soda cans from various comedy clubs, green rooms, and just been stockpiling them here. So we have a good day tomorrow. Gatorades.
We had a party.
Dude, have we not talked about that on here? We did have a party. We had an absolute The spring informal.
We had a rager. So it was middle school dance themed.
That was a great time.
Dude, that was good. We've had a busy last week, I feel like.
Yeah, we've had some fun.
Yeah, we did we had it was like a middle school themed party in which everyone had to wear ties and
Guys wear ties, chicks wear sick kicks, theys wear shades.
And because of where we had to move it a day early because of the weather. And so it was kind of a factor of how many people would actually show up. We were supposed to have like 100.
Yeah.
And then the party started at 7:00.
Max Chavez was there at 6:55.
Max Chavez, 6:55. He is always early.
Yeah.
And in fact, he probably was like, shit, I'm running late.
Yeah, you definitely.
If he was only there 5 minutes early.
Yeah.
And then the next I see a small Asian man with a disabled non-binary individual. And they're just staring through the gate. And I'm like, hey, are you guys here? So it's just no one else is there yet. I'm like, you guys here for the thing? And they're like, yeah. Turned out to be your buddy.
Narain Darkananda, dude.
Narain Darkananda.
And Poppy.
It was his partner.
Yeah. And it was I hadn't seen him in 7 we went to middle school together. So we were best buds in from kindergarten through 8th grade. And I hadn't seen him in 7 years. We grabbed barbecue 7 years ago. That's a good catching up food. And I had no idea he lives in Rhode Island now with his spouse, and it was fun because 7 years ago was what? I was 20. I just had kidney surgery, I think. And I hadn't seen him. And we had never drank together in our entire life. We had never really, hung out as kind of adults, really. And, dude, we got hammered. And it was great meeting Poppy. They were great. They're both, they're both teachers. Narain's a music teacher, and Poppy's
elementary.
Yeah, elementary, yeah. And over in Rhode Island. And it was fun. It was just fun catching up and then drinking and telling old stories. And it really warmed my heart how many things. He had such a better memory than I do, but he remembered all these things, like these little details about us as kids that I had forgotten. And it kind of got me remembering some stuff that I was just talking about. And, dude, his Poppy told me that Narain had told them, about Narain and I went halvesies on a Kate Upton Sports Illustrated swimsuit magazine when we were like in middle school or whatever.
Nice.
And I had blocked that memory so deep that when Poppy said, my face got red. I was like, I forgot. And I was like, it made me laugh, and I was so embarrassed to this. I was just like, oh my, I remember the shame. And
Why?
I was like, you're right, dude. No, but it's just like, I was like probably like 11. And I just remember seeing that at like a Safeway checkout with Narain and being like, dude.
Let's split. You can have it Monday through Wednesday.
I'll take it Thursday for Friday, and then we'll get Daniel Shapiro on this on the weekends because after the Sabbath.
Yeah.
But anyway, it was great. It was great to see them. They had a great time, and they were also bouncing around, and because from like 7 to 9, it was more or less Max Chavez, Narain, Poppy, our upstairs neighbor Regina. Cole and Jocelyn came probably around 8. Our buddies from Trader Joe's, and that was really the crew for about.
Like, I seriously think it was until like 9:30.
And it was also
10.
like a group of people that would never hang out. And it was you with Cole and Jocelyn pretty much, myself with Narain and Poppy, and then Chavez with Regina. And those were kind of it brought me a lot of joy to see Chavez and Regina just chatting.
Yeah, for a while, for hours.
For hours. Just it was very impressive. And then all of a sudden you kind of turn around and it's a party.
It was like really fucking scary before.
Right.
I was embarrassed. I'm like, this shit, no one's coming.
Dude, I was like, if I get stood up by 100 people, I'm gonna cry.
Yeah. But it ended up being awesome. We had a dance party for a waffle maker. That was like the highlight for me. Fucking, because we just had Nico Catano, who's so physically gifted. He's like Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
And then Cooper Kim, who we forced into the dance.
But
battle.
rose to the occasion.
He always rises, man.
Yeah.
He's like bread.
He's
in it.
like bread. He always rises. That's sick. Send that to Cooper immediately.
And
then Julia.
Julia, just a non-comedian who wanted the waffle maker more than anybody.
And deserved and danced for it.
Yep.
And also, shout out to Joe Bialis for giving us that waffle. His presence is always here.
Totally. Yeah.
I was hammered.
Yeah.
By the end of it, I was but it was fun just to see like so many people from different walks of life in like our lives just chatting and hanging out and making memories, and people went on dates afterwards, I heard, and some people went to bars after. It was fun. It was a fun, and you and I mean, we have Goon in less than 2 weeks.
Yep.
For all those listening, May 14th.
Yeah, pull up,
and
good lineup.
great lineup. Always a great lineup. But this one's especially great. But normally when there's a party type environment at our house, I've been doing stand up. I'm either about to go do stand up or I just finished doing stand up. And it was nice from the rip to just it only be party.
Yeah.
And that I enjoyed. I was like, "Oh, I can't just get drunk and chat and bounce around," and it was very fun.
Yeah.
And I liked having the ties on. It added a fun thing to it. I've been I got the disposals back yesterday. I've been reminiscing through them significantly already, and everyone's looking sharp. Everyone's you and your bolos. It's just fun. It was
a good time, man. It was a good time. It's someone's got to be a community leader.
Yeah.
And you notoriously are.
And
you lead the community.
Hey, you too, baby. Look at us. Well, I think there's a good chance we'll do it again next year.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Yeah, I agree.
It was fun.
Yes.
I love it, but not even to get sappier, but I love my friends. Like I was like, I love this group of people. This is not everyone that all of them bring, but I was like, it made me just seeing all these people, it made me very happy. And I like doing stuff like that for them.
It's funny. Our front door neighbor was like, "Your friends are fucking annoying." I was like, "Yeah,
yeah, but they're our friends."
Get that.
Who said that?
Tanya
Was at the party.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, I mean, like the thing is, most comedians are really annoying.
Yeah.
Because they can't fucking not ham it up.
Right.
But
they're fun.
Yeah.
They're fun. And also, it wasn't all I mean, it was mostly, but it was. I don't know. There's Trader Joe's people there. There was friends of friends, high school, middle school, Joe's friend. I don't know.
Yeah.
There's other people. But
no, I doubt she was talking about them.
No, I know exactly what she was talking about. But they're my friends. I like comics. It's fun.
Totally.
I don't know. We go out. We're out so much more than most people.
Yes.
It seems.
Outgoing.
Yeah.
If you go out, does that make you outgoing?
Testify.
Dude, there's this rapper named
Little
Sugar
Kim?
Free.
Oh, sure.
And he's like a pimp rapper. Like
Sure.
he used to be a pimp back in the day.
Sure.
And so you know how pimps love like slogans, like they have like these little
Dude, I know everything about a pimp.
yeah. Like I watch I think I told you about Soft White Underbelly, which is a guy that interviews like just all sorts of random characters, drug dealers and pimps and homeless people and prostitutes and fucking clowns and whatever else. And so I watched a pimp interview one time, and they have a bunch of slogans like that. They're like, if you ain't up, you better be down, whatever.
Right.
That's a bad example. But the real one was like, the guy's like, he's like, you've been pimping a long time? And he goes, since Jaws was a goldfish. Which was awesome. But I saw a clip on Instagram of Sugar Free, the rapper who used to be a pimp, on Instagram or whatever, and he was like doing some radio show, and some guy called in. He's like, I got a question for Sugar Free. He's like, if she's standing outside, does that make her outstanding? And he's like literally like he like short circuits because he does.
She's standing outside. Does that make her outstanding? If you're a pimp, you have to be smooth talking.
Yes,
You
that's your
can't-
whole thing.
You can't be mumbling and stumbling as it. You have to be quick with it,
Uh-huh.
and it has to sound beautiful.
Yes.
It comes out in rhyme.
They collect those.
Yes.
They collect those.
You
Since
have-
Jaws was a goldfish. I want to use that so bad.
Jaws was a goldfish.
That's what I should have. Someone the other day was like, "How long have you been doing stand up?" That's how I'm answering from now on. Since Jaws was a goldfish. About 3 years.
He grew up quick. Oh man.
Yeah, they don't have as long childhoods as.
Yeah.
All right.
Is that we did it? You think?
I mean, I think so. I mean, unless do you have anything more to say?
No, dude. Since Jaws was a goldfish.
Fuck yeah. I mean, we're at an hour.
Since Jaws was a goldfish.
All right. Peace, y'all.